Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kosi, and you're watching the Kosi's Arsenal podcast. We have some breaking news, and it's a big topic. It's a big topic we have to talk about. So make sure you're calm. I know the headline is a little bit making your hearts to rest, but it is true, and it could actually become reality if we do not take the right steps. So the biggest news is Arsenal could get banned from the Premier League, the Champions League, the Europa League, and all Arsenal players could fail to play for their nations if Arsenal joins the new European Super League. Do I need to repeat that? Arsenal could get banned from the Premier League, Champions League, Europa League, and all Arsenal players will not be playing in any FIFA competitions, UEFA competitions, if we go for the European Super League. So let's get down to it. We are going to try to understand what is this league, because I know much of my audience might not understand, but because you know Arsenal is going to get banned, you want to know why, and that's what I'm going to try to do in this video. So I think a couple of months ago or years ago, there's been this thing being cooked called the European Super League, and basically what it is, it's of course it has been dubbed greedy, but it's a new league that wants to be that seeks to be introduced, where you have clubs like Bayern, Arsenal, Manchester United, Juventus, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, and Barcelona. The big clubs would make a league of themselves, so that, you would not see Sheffield, you would not see Burnley, you would not see Real Sociedad. It's actually a league of big teams, giants. So it would be a replacement. It would be kind of a replacement to the Champions League, but it would be a league where you have Barcelona playing, where you have Manchester United playing, where you have Arsenal playing, and every other big club. So far, 12 clubs have announced that they will be playing in this league, and Arsenal is part of this club. So the 12 clubs, you have Barcelona, you have Real Madrid as part of them, you have Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea, and Arsenal as part of them. You have AC Milan and Inter Milan and Juventus from Italy. The League One clubs, including PSG and Marseille and Lyon, those ones have said we shall not actually go for that league, as well as the German Bundesliga clubs. That means Bayern and Dortmund will not be there. What that means is Arsenal will not be playing in the Champions League. So even if we win the Europa League this year, we will actually not play in the Champions League next season. Even if we qualify for the Europa League next year, or this year, miraculously, if we go into the the UEFA Europa League, we will not be able to play in that competition, because according to a statement released by UEFA today and all the FA and English officials, they have just confirmed that if any team in the Premier League and in Europe joins the UEFA Super League, you will not be able to play in any UEFA competitions. Of course, the Super League is not part of is not part of UEFA. You have already heard of the expansion plans of UEFA, trying to make UEFA Champions League clubs from 32 to 36, then Europa League clubs from I think 36 to 42 or 48 or something like that. So probably I'll do a video about that. But what's important, this one is, if you see Arsenal, because on the list of clubs that have agreed to be among the UEFA Super League, it's interesting, but Arsenal is there. And the reason that's why we're there is simple. This is a league of big money, where clubs are going to make a lot of money, where clubs are going to be earning a lot of money. So what they are looking at is money. Owners like Stan Kroenke, they know when we go for such a league, we are going to make tons and tons and tons of money. So that's the reason. That's why when I looked at this league, first and foremost, I looked at the motive and what it would bring to football. When I saw the element of money, I just knew Stan Kroenke could not miss. And I was talking to one of my friends here, and I told him, this is a league where Stan Kroenke cannot miss. You know what's funny? Stan Kroenke will be chairman of the league. Liverpool is also part of that league, because I've seen their owners are part of the board. The Glazers are part of the board. And there's so many videos now around, YouTube. Try to look for them. Thugden has done a video. Mark Goldbridge has done a video on Mark Goldbridge, that's football. Stephen Hawson has done a video, so check the Stephen Hawson channel. I think DT will do a video. I've seen him tweeting about it. Halfwizzy will do a video. I've seen his tweet as well. Craig has done a video on Anfield Agenda. It's totally crazy, because the reason that's why you don't want this to happen, first and foremost, this is a league that's not going to have any small teams. So you don't have Burnley, you don't have Tottenham. So the small teams there will be Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Juve, AC Milan, and Inter Milan. So far, according to 12 clubs that have confirmed, those are the small teams. So you look at City, they can spend, Manchester United can spend, Real Madrid can spend, Barcelona can spend. So it literally means that we are going to be the Burnley, and for me this is why I don't want the league. I can't become the Burnley of the league. I know we are struggling in the Premier League. Just think about it. Arsenal is struggling 9th, below West Ham and Southampton and Leicester City. Just imagine we are in a league where there is Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester City. Come on, just come on. We can't go for such a league. I've seen so many people with divergent views that this is a league that's going to break away the Premier League, but it's a league that has come to destroy football. You can't tell me that Arsenal, situated in England, cannot play domestic football, because that is what it really means. So there would be no more Premier League reactions. We'll be reacting every week. We'll be reacting to Arsenal 3, Barcelona 10, Real Madrid 7, Arsenal 1. No, I just can't do that. I would sell the channel probably. So it's a shit league. I know there's a lot of money involved. Stan Kroenke wants to get the money, and that's why I agree with the people who say it has selfish motives behind it. Even the Premier League itself has selfish motives behind it. You can look at the stakeholders like Sky, BT. They're trying to fight for this league basically because BT gets some 500 million. Probably annually, they get that 500 million. It's there from the Premier League because they cover it. BT is going to get some 100 million. But it is known to the extent that the culture, the beauty, the realism around football is going to get washed away. Because what this league means in a layman's language, if you cannot buy Haaland for 200 million, you're not going to compete. That is it. There are no other things to talk about it. And you look at you look at all the people, all the clubs involved. They are money-making people. And I'm not surprised that Bayern is not here, because Bayern is a club founded by the fans. Dortmund as well. So the beauty of football in Germany, I don't expect any German club to get involved. I don't know how good and real beautiful is in France. But at least I watch the Bundesliga. If I'm not watching the Premier League, I'll just say let me watch Dortmund, let me watch Leverkusen, because I know the beauty of football in Germany, and they're not here, and Bayern is not here. But just imagine if Arsenal gets banned from the Champions League. We have not even won it before, and they want to ban us from the Europa League, from the Premier League. What would football be? What is football? What would football become? Because I don't know. Anyway, UEFA have said there will not be teams that engage in the Super League that will actually get a chance to play in their competitions. No more Wednesday football, no more Tuesday football, no more. It's horrendous. It's just horrendous. It's not abysmal. I don't want to say it's abysmal, but it's beyond reality. OTT. So please hashtag say no to the European Super League, ESL. It's just bullshit. I know we cannot win the Premier League in the next 3 years, but I don't want us to be in a competition where we cannot win. It's literally reducing us to mere tools in the league, because look, you're in a league with Real Madrid, So that means every year Real Madrid is going to be above you, Barcelona is going to be above you, Juve is going to be. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything, and it is purely initiated by the owners. And when you see Abramovich, when you see Manchester City and their owners, when you see the Glazers, when you see Stan Kroenke, they want money. They want money. And I've seen so many stories, and I'll keep doing videos about this for the next 48 hours. I'm going to keep you posted with what is happening, because the official announcement of the league has not come out, but 12 clubs have been confirmed to be in that league. So I don't know what's going on, but smash a like on the video and tell me what you think about Arsenal being banned from the UEFA Champions League, Premier League, Europa League, and our players. So that means Saka will not be playing for England, Aubameyang will not play for Gabon. Remember, CAF is under FIFA, and FIFA is responsible for all the tournaments at international level. So like I said, no football for France, Leno no football for Germany, Xhaka no football for Switzerland, Partey no football for Ghana. It's like the players are going to suffer at the expense of someone getting more money. Because what does it mean if you can't play for your team, for your national team? And I think Arsenal should think about it. Arsenal fans, we are more concerned about this, because if you go into that league and players cannot play for their nations, you can't attract players. First and foremost, we don't have the money. Second of all, you don't have Champions League, you don't have Europa League, and a player is going to be restricted from playing from their country. That means you're either going to go for players who have retired from national duty. Talk about Drogba. I think he's still available. So what that means is you're literally handicapped. You can't attract players on your team, because any player, the joy of every player, we've seen players fight because they have not been capped internationally, and they fight for it, and have a big reason to fight for it. And then it so happened that Stan Kroenke says, whoever doesn't want to play for my team, leave, because I've registered for the Super League and I'm going to make money. And that brings in the Dangote issue. So we are going to relate this to Dangote in the next video probably. And then we shall also talk about the ramifications and implications of what this would mean. My name is Kosi. For now, that's the breaking news. I'm going to try to read more about this league so that we can actually break it down and try to see what it means. I also talk about the Euorpa and UEFA Champions changes. They're also introducing another tier or tier, wherever kind of pronunciation you go for, in Europe. In Europe. So there's going to be the Champions League, the Europa League, and there's going to be a third tier. So I don't know whether Arsenal is going to play in the third tier. Let me come back.